This jnana, which belongs to the jnani, is all the time enveloped by kama. And kama is not today's enemy or tomorrow's enemy, our permanent enemy, nitya vairina. Some of us have an enemy in 1986. Some of us may have an enemy in 2002. But there are some enemies who continue to be our enemies all along. And that is kama, nitya vairina. Any moment he can attempt to kill us. Any moment he can attack us. I tell my audience, eternal vigilance is not only the price of liberty, but also salvation. Keep your eyes and ears open. Any moment you may go off into the wrong bylanes. I tell children, please remember, as you are driving on expressways, highways, take the right U-turn. Otherwise you will be lost for 300 kilometers more. You may not have chance to go at all. We don't know where we will take the wrong turn. We don't know where we will be taken unawares. The greatest men in the world have fallen a prey to kama. Vishwamitra fell a prey to kama. Dasharatha fell a prey to kama. Only the great ones have not fallen a prey to kama. Kama is difficult because jnana is enveloped by it. And dushpurena analena cha. It is a fire which is insatiable. And what does this do? Indriyani mano buddhihi.
Indriyani mano buddhihi.
Astyadhishtanam uchyate.
Ashtadhishtanam uchyate.
Etair vimohayatyesha.
Etair vimohanishesha.
Jnanamavritya dehinam.
Jnanamavritya dehinam.
Indriyani mano buddhihi.
Indriyani mano buddhihi.
Astyadhishtanam uchyate.
Ashtadhishtanam मुच्यते
एतैर्विमोहयत्येष
एतैर्विमोहनिश्चेत
ज्ञानमावृत्य देहिनम्
ज्ञानमावृत्य देहिनम्
इन्द्रियाणि मनोबुद्धिः
इन्द्रियाणि मनोवृत्तिः
अस्याधिष्ठानमुच्यते
अष्टाधिष्ठानमुच्यते
एतैर्विमोहयत्येष
एतैर्विमोहनिश्चेत
ज्ञानमावृत्य देहिनम् इंद्रियाणि मनः बुद्धि अस्य अधिष्ठानम् उच्यते एतैहि विमोहयति एष ज्ञानम् आवृत्य देहिनम्. Let me tell you, this is the psychoanalysis of passion. It is so subtle and it is so true. The sense organs, the mind and the reason are said to be the seat of passion. Sense organ, indriyas, indriyani mano buddhihi asya adhishtanam uchyate. I think it is clear. Adhisthana for passion are these three seats it occupies. First, the sense organs. All passion has to be expressed through the body, and along with the body is the mind, because the mind is the one that gives orders. And what the mind orders, the reason says this is right. That is why three seats for passion. It is the sense organ, the mind and the reason. And the reason plays to suit the mind when such a powerful enemy gets hold of it. The indweller of the body is bewildered. The subtle battle is on. This is the battle of the inner battle which we were mentioning. In the 41st verse, Krishna says, Tasmat tvam indriyanyadau
Tasmat indriyanyadau
Niyamya bharatarshava
Niyamya bharatarshava
Papmanam prajahyenam
Papmanam prajahyenam
Jnana vijnana nashanam
Jnana vijnana nashanam
Tasmat tvam indriyanyadau
Tasmat indriyanyadau
Niyamya bharatarshava
Niyamya bharatarshava
Papmanam prajahyenam
Papmanam prajahyenam
Jnana vijnana nashanam
Jnana vijnana nashanam
Tasmat tvam indriyanyadau
Tasmat indriyanadau
Niyamya bharatarshava
Niyamya bharatarshava
Papmanam prajahyenam
Papmanam prajahyenam
Jnana vijnana nashanam
Jnanam vijnana nashanam
Tasmat tvam indriyani adau niyamya bharatarshava bharatanam rishabha Papmanam prajahi hi enam jnana vijnana nashanam jnanasya cha vijnanasya cha nashanam jnana vijnana nashanam. I want to order you, Arjuna, you first master all the senses and slay the thing, kill the thing called sin, which destroys wisdom and knowledge. Tasmatvam indriyanyadav. Control your sense organs. Sense organs are like horses. The horses take you where they want, but the rider says, no sir, you have to go where I want. The charioteer says, you have to go where I want because the reins are in my hand. I told Krishna, please drive the chariot of my life. Rath mera, Rath mera, Rath mera, Kala Krishna, Geet mein tere gaun Krishna. Rath mera, Rath mera, Kala Krishna, Geet mein tere gaun Krishna. Keshav Madhav, 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 Rath mera. Bhaveji says, don't think he came to drive only Arjuna's chariot, he came to drive all our chariots. Please submit your chariots to him because only then the inner battle can be fought successfully. You and I alone cannot fight that battle because Kama and Krodha are big enemies for us. Great men have fallen a prey to them, why not you and I? We are small people and the Lord alone has to help us. Please remember, the sages have told us that the first thing you must do is master the senses, slay the sinful one who is your enemy, your dire enemy, which is destroying wisdom and knowledge. Indriyani paranyahu,
Indriyani paranyahu,
Indriyebhya param manaha,
Indriyebhya param manaha,
Manasastu para buddhi,
Manasastu para buddhi,
Yo buddhestu parastu saha,
Yo buddhestu parastu saha,
Yo buddhe parastu saha,
Yo buddhestu parastu saha,
Indriyani paranyahu,
Indriyani paranyahu,
Indriyebhya param manaha,
Indriyebhya param manaha,
Manasastu para buddhi,
Manusasta para buddhi,
Yo buddhe paratastu saha,
Yo buddhe balatastu saha,
Indriyani paranyahu,
Indriyani paranyahu,
Indriyebhya param manaha,
Indriyebhya param manaha,
Manasastu para buddhi,
Manusasta para buddhi,
Yo buddhe paratastu saha.
Yo buddhe parastu saha,
Indriyani parani ahuhu, Indriyebhya param manaha, Manasastu para buddhihi, Yaha buddhehe parataha tu saha. Now different grades have been told to us. First, the sages say senses are great, the sense organs are great. Indriyani parani ahuhu, Indriyebhya param manaha. Greater than the sense organs is the manas. Greater than the manas is the buddhi. Buddhe paratastaha tu saha. He is the one, he is the indweller, the one supreme. He is higher than the buddhi. At every stage of our life, we realize how our weaknesses have to be conquered. First, you have the sense organs. Controlling the sense organs is the mind. Controlling the mind is the buddhi. And beyond the buddhi is the supreme dweller, who is the soul himself. Call him Paramatma, what you will. Evam buddhe param buddha samstabhya atmanam atmana jahi shatrum mahabaho kamarupam durasadam. I am not asking you to kill Duryodhana, Dushasana, Karna, Shakuni or Jayadratha because I have already killed them. But this killing of the inner enemy has to be done by every Arjuna by himself. The Lord can't do it. This is where individual effort comes to play. Each one of us has to conquer our own inner enemy. Is that clear? The inner battle cannot be fought by proxy, by deputy. It has to be fought by you, first person singular. That is where sadhana comes. That is where sadhana comes. You and I have to fight this battle alone. No, you are not alone. My master is with you. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno, Yatra Partho Dhardaraha, Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutar, Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Evam Buddhe Param Buddha, Samtabhya Atmanam Atmana, Jahi Shatrum, Mahabaho, Kamarupam, Durasadam, Evam Buddhe Param Buddha, Samtabhyatmanam Atmana, Jahi Shatrum, Mahabaho, Kamarupam, Durasadam, Evam Buddhe Param Buddha, Samtabhyatmanam Atmana, Jahi Shatrum, Mahabaho, Kamarupam, Durasadam, Evam Buddhe Param Buddha, Samstabhya Atmanam Atmana, Jahi Shatrum, Mahabaho, Kamarupam, Durasadam. Arjuna, I want you to understand that the Lord, the Supreme, is one who is greater than the reason. And you have to restrain yourself by the self, Atmanam Atmana, and kill that huge enemy called Kama, who is impossible, who is difficult to overcome. Durasadam, Kamarupam, Shatrum, Jahi, Mahabahu. He calls him Mahabahu. You think you have the professional pride of a great warrior? That is for the outer battle. Now I have prepared you for the inner battle, Arjuna. You are a Mahabahu even in this. In this battle, I have prepared you as a Mahabahu, strong-armed one. The first chapter presents Arjuna as Vishidantam. Who is the happy man according to the Geeta? 5th chapter, 23rd verse. Shaknoti haiva yasodum praksharina vimokshanat kamakrodotbhavam vegam sayukta sasukhi sanaraha. I'm asking you a simple question. Don't think Krishna is unnatural about his analysis of human mind. The human mind, he knows, has weakness. There will be Kama, there will be Krodha as long as you are in this human body. But then what is the difference between you and one unregenerate person? If Kama comes and Krodha comes, you can say Krishna, Krishna, Rama, Rama and control it. That shows you are a superior being. Every one of us will have Kama. Every one of us will have Krodha. But when the time comes, your sadhana says, no nonsense, sir. No nonsense. Sri Rama saw many beautiful women in the world, but all of them were Kausalya for him. That is how he conquered Kama. That is how he conquered Kama. Mother Anasuya is asking Sita, why do you follow Sri Rama? She says, because he is a gem of a person. Every woman he sees, however beautiful she is, for him, I am the only wife. The rest are like Kausalya. How can I not follow a man of sterling character? All of us have Kama, but how do we control it? That makes us the sadhaka. That makes us the rishi, that is enough. That makes us sagacious. Shaknoti ihaiva yasodum praksharira vimokshanat kama krodot bhavam vegam. Kama and Krodha have a vega. They are like on-gushing rivers. Control them. Build the dam of Viveka and say, no. No nonsense about you. My mind, behave well. Don't misbehave. Otherwise there will be Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Janani, Patare Shayanam. can be devastating. When kama and krodha take hold of us, you don't know what you are doing. The Shastras say you will kill your guru. You will kill your guru if you get angry. This is what happens. This is what happens when a man falls a prey to kama and krodha. There are 3 gateways to hell according to the Geeta, 16th chapter, 21st verse. Trividham narakasyedam dwaram nashanam atmanaha kama krodha tatha lobha tasmat etat trayam tejet. Trividham narakasyedam dwaram nashanam atmanaha kama krodha tatha lobha tasmat etat trayam tyajet. Man cannot live without desire. You are living because of your desire. If you and I did not have a desire, you and I would commit suicide tonight. Why are we living? Because we have some desire. What do we do with that? How to be normal? There is a way. There is a sound way, a sane way. Remember, offer the desire at the feet of the Lord. And the Lord in the Geeta says, Dharma viruddha bhuteshu tamosmi bharatarshabha. I am the desire of the righteous and I will fulfill. Don't have a frenzied pursuit of desire of kama, otherwise you'll land up in fiasco. Be like the ocean. Apuryamanam achala pratishtam samudramapa pravishanti yadvat tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve sashantim apnoti na kama kami. Everywhere in the world there's only one desire. Not desire for money, not desire for power, not desire for anything except peace of mind. Because all of us are in pieces. Peace of mind, shanti, shanti, shanti. We want shanti. 3 times you chant shanti after a mantra for the 3 worlds. You chant 3 times shanti for the 3 kalas, past, present and future. You chant shanti for man and bird and beast. You chant shanti for all the 3 qualities, sattva-guna, rajoguna, tamoguna. You want shanti everywhere. Everybody wants peace of mind. Everybody who comes to me also says, we are very rich, Didi, sab kuch hai, lekin shanti nahi hai. I said, I wish I could get it in the supermarket. Instead of prasadam, I would ask Arun Bhai to distribute shanti. So easy it would be. No, sir, shanti comes with conviction, and conviction comes with the courage of overcoming the weaknesses within man. And that courage comes when the Lord blesses you. When you submit yourself to the Lord, when desire becomes a positive friend and not a negative enemy, that time it helps you. Shri Krishna has spoken at length on the inner battle, which needs to be accompanied by God's thought, God's offering, and God's sustained. Man has constantly fought battles. The first battle man fought was with nature. The second battle man fought was with his fellow creatures. The third battle man has to fight is with himself. The third battle is the inner battle. Prayer alone can help him fight that battle and win. As I came to the dais, one thought came to me and I noted down. I took the pen from Shambhai and noted it down. It just struck me that both Krishna and Sri Rama and Sri Krishna are involved in a battle. One fights a battle, one helps Arjuna to fight a battle. Both are battles. Both battles are fought in the presence of Sri Rama and Sri Krishna. Sri Rama himself fought the battle against Ravana, who is Kama incarnate, and Sri Rama is Dharma incarnate. Where Krishna is concerned, he made Arjuna fight the battle. And the conclusion of this great work, the Geeta, is where there is Krishna, who is Yogeshwara, where there is Arjuna, who is duty-bound and submitting, there is victory. Victory in the inner battle, victory in the outer battle. That is the gist of the 2 battles, the battle within and the battle without. May the Lord fulfill all your dharmic desires. Please bless me as long as I live. Let me carry this message of faith and grace wherever I go. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurdaraha, Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir, Dhruvani Tirmatir Mama. Today's sponsors are Mr. and Mrs. Murli, Mr.
योगेश्वर कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीविजयो भूते
ध्रुवानि तिर्मतिर्मम रासेश्वरी रसिकेश्वरी योगेश्वरी राधा रासेश्वरी
रासेश्वरी रसिकेश्वरी योगेश्वरी राधा रासेश्वर रसिकेश्वर योगेश्वर कृष्णा
this topic for you? It was simple, because there are several misnomers about Hindu philosophy. The modern man's problem is not lack of understanding, but grim misunderstanding. It's not lack of understanding, but grim misunderstanding the philosophy of Hindus. Life is divided into 4 stages by the Hindu. The celibate stage called brahmacharya, the householder stage called grihastha. The sannyasin stage of renunciation is preceded by vanaprastha, which is a preparatory stage for renunciation. 4 lovely stages, and all these stages are psychologically explicable and logically relevant. The problem with today's man is he doesn't know how to grow old, and the young man doesn't want to be young. I hope you follow me. The young man doesn't want to be young, and the old man doesn't want to grow old. That is why we talk of a generation gap. As if our grandfathers and grandsons were born on the same day. They also had generation gap. They never felt it. Because the old knew how to be old and the youngsters knew how to be young. Please remember that Hinduism has divided our life beautifully, logically. And there is so much of sense in this division. And if you follow this division, there is so much law and order. There is so much of discipline. Having been a teacher, I know what it has been to see the indiscipline of students. Why did I give up my job? I worked in Presidency College, Madras, one of the prestigious colleges. Sir, it was called the Princess of Presidency. They were called the Gentlemen of Loyola and the Princess of Presidency. And there came a day when I found youngsters were loitering down the lovely corridors, drunk, drug addicts, whistling film tunes to teachers. I felt sad. It was a very big fall for me. I said, no, if this is what the student kind is going to do, what will happen to posterity? My heart went out. I gave up my job, took voluntary retirement, and landed up in Mr. Pandu's lovely auditorium to speak to you. Somewhere my heart said, I'll call out to like-minded people. Everyone has a soulmate. Everyone has a soulmate. You will find a person with whom you can communicate, and those people will come into the audience. This lovely message will spread. I want children of today to realize that brahmacharya is necessary during the study period, because the mind has to concentrate. You can't live as you like and study what you want. It's not possible. We have to realize there's only one energy. I should be forgiven for my candor, but I should be appreciated for my frankness. Please remember there's only one energy in us. That energy can be directed, misdirected, used, abused. And that Shakti is what we are going to channelize in our lecture today on not suppression but sublimation. Indian philosophy is sensitive to human nature and concerned about human destiny. It takes a psychological, feasible and logically pertinent view of human nature. Don't think Indian philosophy does not understand that there are desires. Don't think the Indian philosophy does not accept a thing called the body. The body is very real. Its desires are palpable. Its sensuousness is a stark reality. But please remember, the Indian philosophical student realizes how to channelize his energy, like the lovely mountain stream with safe banks on either side, leading the river to a safe and secure destination called the ocean. This is how energy has to be channelized. Energy is there. Energy has to be channelized, otherwise it will drown us, it will destroy itself, it will destroy society around us. Man and sensuous pleasure go together. The best of philosophy has understood that man and sensuous pleasure go together. To deny sensuousness is ignorance. To overemphasize sensuousness is bestiality. I repeat, to deny sensuousness is ignorance, and to overindulge in sensuousness is bestiality. It becomes a permissive society. You live as you like, not as you should. Many feel that taking to philosophy or any form of religion is becoming unnatural, suppressing emotions, repressing feelings, in short, destroying the very vitality of life. I'm sure you have friends who don't belong to this tribe. Because of society, you're obliged to be friendly with them. And I'm sure when they find you on a Monday evening rushing towards SSRMV college, they say, "Enaita paninge?" Sublimation. What is she doing? What can the Geeta do? For thousands of years people have spoken on the Geeta and nobody has improved. There's nothing in the Geeta. It's the coward boy of Vrindavan was talking to a cowardly soldier. How does it have any relevance to mankind today? Live in the present, be modern. There's nothing in the Geeta. Live as you like. Trinam kritva gritam pibet. Borrow, borrow, borrow. Everywhere you have loans. I hope the bank people don't mind it. Everywhere you have loans. Go on borrowing. Does not matter who's going to pay back the loan. Live as you like. No, sir. Durlabham manusham janma. Tadapi adruvam arthadam. The little child Prahlada is talking to his friends, his peers, and telling them, children, don't listen to the schoolmasters. They are demon schoolmasters. I have a special message for you. After several births, you get a human birth. And that human birth must have a purpose.